Greetings, beloved Emmanuel and Pastora, I am Donald Trump's higher self, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to send this message. You know the personality of my avatar, Donald Trump. It was his upbringing. He was the character I created, sometimes self-centered, the person who refuses to take advice, who thinks he knows and understands everything. That is his imposing, racist, over-the-top, despotic persona. You already know him, I don't want to delve further into his personality traits. What I do want, and the purpose of this message, is to make everyone understand that there is no perfection in anyone. He has seen the error, what it has cost him, and the actions he has taken, guided not by his higher self, not by me, but by the character, perhaps in retaliation for many anomalous situations that occurred in his country of origin. This northern country, as we call it, has been the headquarters, along with other countries, of the deep state, the government of darkness. Behind the scenes, they're pulling the strings. Sometimes, these situations practically involve forcing people to take their lives. They force leaders to make certain decisions. They rule everything. This elite, the deep state, rules everything, and has ruled everything, but that power is waning. There have been conversations with the Earth Alliance, with the team of beings who support the Planetary Ascension Plan, where, like it or not, the northern country has great influence, as it has been doing, just like other world leaders you all know, from Russia, China, and many others. And there has been talk, and he has acknowledged his error, even though it is so difficult for him to admit it. The Alliance has lost confidence in him, because sometimes he plays for one side and other times for the other, and we understand that he has great commitments, both at the national and personal level, to the deep state. What I do want is for them not to put him definitively in the dock. Under his direction, I would like him to understand the very important mission he has to carry out for the light, that his work with the deep state must end. Just as the deep state is collapsing, they are trying to grab whatever they can to bring it down as well, and among them is Donald Trump. The deep state is collapsing, disintegrating, even though they've always been divided. Now they're looking for common ground to finish off the control they still refuse to relinquish. I ask you to give him a vote of confidence, he must begin to work for the light. I also tell you not to be influenced by so much misleading publicity about himself, both the positive and negative aspects of his image. It's all a game, it's all theater, often what they put on. I say to all of you, there are great leaders in this ascension project. The new humanity will advance and continue the process. Egos and personalities must be set aside and we must begin to build paths toward the great objective, which is a prosperous new humanity, a humanity of light, a human of light, which has always been the great project that this alliance, of which I am a part, seeks to establish on the planet. Down with your egos, I say to all of you, let go of those egos. I always recommend it in meditative states, but it's his archetype and it's a bit difficult for him to be influenced. He does and has done good works for humanity, but he's also made mistakes like all humans. Let's give him a vote of confidence. Emissaries of the Alliance have had contact with him in his physical body. They have spoken with him in the presence of me, his higher self. Let's give him the vote of confidence and not end up throwing stones at those who can lend a hand. I bid you farewell, and I apologize for interrupting your process. I am Donald Trump's higher self, and it is through you, Emmanuel and Pastora, that I can have the confidence to transmit these messages by divine suggestion. You are the ones indicated to receive and spread this message. I bid you farewell. I am Donald Trump's higher self.